The moment you start living for other people's opinions is the moment you stop living your own life. Think about that for a second. How many decisions in your life were truly yours? Not influenced by fear, not shaped by expectation, not adjusted to avoid judgment, but truly yours. From the moment we are children, we are taught to be acceptable, be polite, be normal, be impressive, be successful. But rarely are we told to simply be ourselves. Somewhere along the way, we begin measuring our worth through other people's reactions. How many likes, how many compliments, how many approvals. And without realizing it, we slowly hand over the steering wheel of our lives. We start dressing not for comfort, but for validation. Speaking not from truth, but from safety. Dreaming not what we desire, but what sounds impressive. And it feels subtle at first, like a small adjustment, a small compromise, a small silence. But small compromises repeated daily build a life that doesn't feel like yours. Pause for a moment. Imagine living in a house where every piece of furniture was chosen by someone else. The colors, the decorations, the music playing inside. You live there, but it doesn't feel like home. That is what life feels like when it's built around other people's opinions. You wake up tired, not because you didn't sleep, but because pretending is exhausting. You smile, but it feels heavy. You achieve, but it feels empty. You succeed, but it feels distant. Because deep down, you know, this isn't fully me. The truth is, people's opinions are unstable. They change with trends. They change with moods. They change with convenience. If you build your identity on something unstable, your peace will always shake. Today, they admire you. Tomorrow, they criticize you. And if your happiness depends on their approval, you will constantly adjust, constantly shrink, constantly perform. But here's something gentle and freeing. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to think about you as much as you think they do. The judgment you fear often exists louder in your mind than in reality. And even if someone does judge you, what changes? Does the sky fall? Does your soul weaken? Or is it simply a passing thought in someone else's head? You are not born to fit inside other people's comfort zones. You are not created to live cautiously, avoiding every possible misunderstanding. Living for opinions is a silent form of self-abandonment. It is choosing acceptance over authenticity, and authenticity may cost you approval, but approval costs you yourself. There is a quiet strength in being misunderstood. There is peace in saying, "This is who I am," even if you don't understand it. Not aggressively, not loudly, just calmly. You don't need to prove your path to everyone. You don't need to explain your dreams. You don't need permission to exist fully. The strongest people are not those who are loved by all. They are those who are comfortable standing alone, because they understand something important. Opinions are temporary, but regret lasts. Imagine reaching the end of your life and realizing you lived according to fear. Fear of embarrassment, fear of criticism, fear of standing out. And now ask yourself gently, is that the life you want? There is something incredibly peaceful about letting people think what they want. It creates space, space to breathe, space to explore, space to grow. When you stop managing how others see you, you finally start discovering who you really are. Maybe you are softer than you pretend. Maybe you are stronger than you think. Maybe your dreams are bigger than what feels realistic. But you'll never know if you keep living through borrowed expectations. Freedom does not mean nobody judges you. Freedom means their judgment no longer controls you. It means you can walk your path slowly, calmly, without constantly looking over your shoulder. You don't need everyone to clap for you. You just need to be aligned with yourself. And alignment feels different. It feels quiet. It feels steady. It feels like coming home. So the next time you hesitate because of what someone might think, pause. Ask yourself, if no one were watching, what would I choose? That answer, that honest, quiet answer, is your real life waiting for you. The moment you start living for other people's opinions is the moment you stop living your own life. But the moment you release that fear is the moment you begin. And maybe that moment can be today.